Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host for this evening, Miguel Colon Jr., and I am joined in virtual studio with my two good co-hosts from the With the Side of Chaos podcast, Patricio, Rocky. Patricio, how you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy Martin Luther King Day, sir.
Cool, man. Loving the energy, Patricio. Wow, man. I'm doing good. Happy Martin Luther King Day, I guess.
Hey, I was like, did he freeze on us? Did he do a Miss
Yeah.
Hope? Did he
I
do a
was
Miss
like,
Hope
yeah. Patricio just paused for a minute, really thought about the question. And joined with us today also the Godfather of Orlando comedy, my homeboy, Mr. Ken Miller. What up, Ken?
What's up, man? Happy MLK. As y'all know, we pre-record these, so it is actually Friday morning. I am hungover, so I would try to give you the most energy that I.
I'm exhausted, man. Like, yo, this is not good. I was really counting. So, look, I talked a lot of jive because we pre-record Fridays, and I was like, no, let's do it earlier. The earlier, the better. The earlier, the better. And James was like, you want to do it in the afternoon? And I'm like, I'm tired of your mouth, dog. You know, we gonna do this first thing Friday morning, all fresh and ready. And then we have like a code we have to send to record stuff. And I text like at like 9:55 this morning, and I was like, hey y'all, I'm gonna need somebody to set up the recording. And I was like, please don't answer back. I'm like, if Ken doesn't answer back in 15 minutes, I'll be like, I waited for everyone. This is what I got.
Yo.
And hey, I had single man problems right now, guys. I'm exhausted. I was up early this morning at the airport and stuff. And I opened my fridge, and there's not like a beverage available. Like there's no pineapple juice, apple juice, milk. There's no, and I always have beverages, and I open it up, and there was nothing in there. And I'm like, what am I gonna make? And I opened that sad single guy drawer up full of half packets of stuff people have given me. And I was like, tell me there's some sort of fruit drink I never used here, or like half a Mio or something. No.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's funny? Me and my wife eat out a lot. So the freezer is full of meat. It's meat, all kind of. Our fridge has nothing in it but juice and leftover containers.
Just sad.
I got home this
when she gets mad at me though, because I throw something out. I'll be like, man, she's like, yo, what happened to the macaroni and cheese from the Improv? I said, I threw it out. She's like, why? I said, because we went to the Improv 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
like,
long been done.
Yeah. I said 21-year-old could eat some 2-week-old mac and cheese. 45-year-old me, I cannot eat some mac and cheese.
I'm 2 days on leftovers now, man. Like, the day after is 100% reasonable. The next day, and it's still good after 2 days, but after 2 days, I'm not going to have it. Let's stop lying.
Yeah.
Like there's not like where that Improv mac and cheese been saving for a good Wednesday.
Yeah.
Patricio, you live with 35 people. Do you have to like write down your name on stuff so nobody eats it from the fridge, or do they not know English anyway?
We're pretty good on like dividing our stuff. Everyone has like a level on the shelf.
How do you write "leave it alone" in Manchurian? Like...
Well, no, I got home this morning like around 2:00. Believe me, I'm running off of fumes right now, and I got a long night ahead of me.
Let's just not do this. Y'all cool with this real laugh, audience? Y'all just talk amongst yourselves?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, we got home this morning around 2:00, and we had food left over because we were at this one bar, and as I'm leaving the house this morning to take her back to her car, we're literally not even 10 feet away from my house. She's like, "Oh my God, I forgot the leftovers." I'm like, "It's too late."
Yeah, that's mine now. Yeah,
exactly.
You done left it. Once you shut the door, that's it. That leftovers mine, yo.
Those ain't leftovers. Those are left.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 10 feet, and it's just like, nope, I ain't turning around. I ain't doing this.
I worked as a bartender for a long time, and I was in the service industry as well. So I've packed up people's food, done the whole thing, dropped it off just for them to forget it. And I'm that person too. I've literally been so excited. I'm like, where are those wings? And I'm like, no, I never picked them up from the restaurant. Do you guys are you bad at that? Are you bad at leaving like your to-goes? I'm bad at it.
No, son. I will say this. I done drove off with some meals on the car a couple of times. Dude, I know a lot, man. I go to Chipotle for lunch to pick up lunch for me and my coworkers a few years ago. And I put the food on top, drove off. and I hear somebody like, hey, hey, but in my head, I'm like, they ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
Bruh. I look at my rear view and all I see is like a bag of Chipotle in the street. And I was like, please don't that's not mine. Please don't let that be me. I'm looking in the car, it's mine. I go to turn around and somebody runs over it.
You know, they did on purpose too. They
dude,
and this dude ain't getting his lunch.
Yeah, burrito. They got barbacoa all in the tire. So I had to go back inside. I had to get them to remake and I had to pay for it.
Yeah,
pay for all my coworkers' lunch because it was my fault.
Oh, you had to pay for everybody else's lunch too.
They had no sympathy in Chipotle. I was like, yeah, I put it on the top of the car and I drove off and it fell out. They said, that's so sad.
They're like, the game's son.
Like, so what's up? You reordering or you just gonna hold the line up? What's up?
If you'd have came to Chick-fil-A and told that story, they'd have been like, hold on right now. Marcus, fire up some more chicken for the man.
Bro,
fire up some more chicken for him. Put a little hate in it.
See, I've never left my food because like I'm cheap. I paid for these 4 wings. I'm taking these 4 wings with me, and I'm going to enjoy them the next day.
Jeez, I know you cheap. You don't even just got a roommate. You got a roommate. Like y'all got bunk beds.
Hey, what's the governor of Texas, Abbott? Yeah, Abbott dropped all them people off at Patricio house.
No, I'll take them. Yeah, no, that's cool with me. Hey, y'all, everybody, tidy up, man. We got some new roommates coming.
But y'all, you got to check out one of our old videos. Is Patricio has like a gaggle of roommates, and in the back, it's his roommates just walking behind him, like different people for like 2 hours of a show. It's like different. It's like 20 different people.
It's like NPC characters in the video games. They just like, why are you in my house? They just walking past. Patricio, have you ever looked at one of your roommates and freaked out first and then be like, oh, no, wait a second. That's Kyle. Oof, I wasn't sure if this was a break-in. Like, did this person break in and put a towel around themselves?
No, I love my roommates to death because we all share similar interests. We all share similar, favorites.
Yeah, y'all interested in getting your own place one day, everybody. Just walking around like a prison yard.
Have you always had roommates?
No. I've when I was in college, I lived by myself for a little bit, but then afterwards, it's like I kind of fell into like having a roommate or living with a significant other, and like me and my girl for 9 years we were together. So like now, this is the year where like I've already decided that I'm gonna find a place for my own by at least by June here in downtown.
Aww. You can do it, baby boy.
I had to, bro. I grew up with a bunch of people in the house.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lived, like, have you seen House Party? And it was like, project girl, somebody always home. That's true. In the project, it's always somebody at the house. Like, you don't get any privacy. So then
there's not a lot of people at work.
Bro, hey, then in the military, ask your dad. In the military, you bunk with somebody. Like you share barracks room with somebody. So when I finally got I was married at the time, and my ex-wife moved to Florida, and I lived by myself for like 3 years. And I'm like, this is kind of nice. Nobody. It's just me. It's just nobody in this. And I got a little studio because it was just me. My ex-wife and Junior were in Florida, and I was stationed in DC. And it was just me, and I was like, "Yo, this ain't that bad." Like, I never want a roommate again. Then I moved to Florida.
Hey, kid, isn't the sad thing that unmarried, like 30-year-old, like staff sergeant in the barracks, like, like, dude.
Yeah, we had a dude. I never forget, man. Before we had our own, eventually when they built the new barracks, you shared a common area with somebody, a kitchen and a bathroom, but you had your own rooms, like a door. Yeah, so you came out the door to the common area, which was a little kitchen area,
like a dormitory almost. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, but before that, we had the barracks where they had a day room, and for all you guys that don't know, a day room is where the TV is, the pool table, air hockey. They got a room just for like games and stuff and a TV. And I'm not lying, bro. We went in there to watch Martin, and it's this 35-year-old white sergeant in there watching Wings. And was mad at us. We were like, "Yo, why are you here?" He said, we ain't got cable in our thing." We was like, "Okay, we about to watch Martin." He's like, "No, y'all not. No, y'all, it's just our barracks. Like, you can't come to our
Because
barracks."
there's like there's an NCO barracks and stuff like that
Yeah,
too.
there's an
Yeah,
NCO barracks, and then there's an
that's a
enlisted
sad
barracks,
place. That's
bro.
got to be a sad place. The NCO barracks, like y'all couldn't just get together and get a cool house. You know, like you're 35 years old. You're not supposed to be living like this. We're
Bro,
19.
yeah, right. And Buddy pulled rank.
People rank in the day room.
In the
Oh,
day
hell.
room in our barracks. We were like, bro, like, nah. But of
This
course,
is
we're
our
all like
barracks.
kids. We're like
Yeah.
18 and 19. So of course, we done popped at parade
Yeah.
rest. Like, is this dude really about to, get on us? And dude, so the next day we went and told our sergeant. He's like, tell me who he
Oh, y'all
is.
snitched?
Oh yeah, dude.
Because he's not even one of your people.
Yo, so I wouldn't say snitch. We were talking about it. We were in the motor pool and we were just
Okay.
talking about it.
You
My sergeant
motivatedly
overheard it.
talked with y'all were just waiting. Wait till he walks by. Keep talking again.
Yeah,
Wait till he walks by. Keep talking again.
And so this sergeant came into our day room, and my sergeant was like, "He did what?" We was like, "Yeah, we was trying to watch Martin. He came in the day room, told us we could watch what he. It was Wing. I think it was called Wing. The show
Yeah.
Wing.
Such a boring ass show.
Let me tell
Tony
you something.
Shalhoub.
My sergeant ate that dude alive. He's like, you
Yeah.
can't come to the lower rank barracks and take over their TV.
Yeah. My man, hey, my man was all peed off. He's like, hey, screw all y'all. I know where I go watch Wings right now. I know where I go watch Wings right now.
Bruh,
Pop up in there right now. Tell him, hey, y'all, police this area over here. He was basically like when your dad and mom are fighting, and now you just see your dad in your room sitting on your bed. So I don't need her anyway. Come here.
go get me a beer. Go get me
Yeah,
a beer.
when you do it in my room, I tell you why I got all y'all queen size beds because I knew this day was coming. Knew this day was coming. What you gonna kick me out, girl? I got all of them 32-inch TVs and queen size beds. You hurting yourself because there's a spider in that room. We both know it. I'm not coming for it now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna parlay with that spider right now. Let him know we've been cool. Crawl on her face in the middle of the night. She could do nothing.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm a little worried about just being alone. Because like I'm so used to, like how you guys are saying, like I'm so used to having 35 roommates all in one house, and then just going to just being by myself.
Let me help you out, Patricio. When you're alone, every time you hear a noise, you decide, that's it. This is it. I thought I heard it was windy, and I thought I heard somebody like shaking my doorknob. And I live downtown Orlando, so I thought it was maybe just some like dope fiend or something shaking doorknobs, man, see what's up. And I sat there in my bed and I heard it. I was listening to music and I was like, I mean, they'll go. It's just like, it's the thing. Like, I go up there right now, be a tough guy, confront them or something, and just this fiend gonna nod off any minute now.
Yeah. You see, I'm too much of a nice guy.
Your door asleep.
Yeah,
I'm too
up.
much of a nice guy. The guy's gonna break into my house. I'm like, you want some water? How's
You'll be bored, Patricio. You're like, hey, man, come on. If you're gonna fall asleep on this couch, buddy. Let me get you right now. Let's get this out of your arm before you break it. Looks like you're gonna use it later.
Yeah, my wife's like that. I'll be outside smoking a cigar, and somebody in the neighborhood will walk up and speak, and she's like, "Who was that? You gotta make sure I'm protected." I said, "It's some white lady just walking in the neighborhood. Like she thinks everybody gonna come in here and take her. Like nobody wants you."
So like she thinks it's Donkey Kong. They're just gonna come in, take a princess to the top of a building,
on the shoulder, and just run off. And
this is what I do.
I gotta fight Oopas to get her back. Like, come on, man. Shit.
You just chasing Donkey Kong. You're like, why do you do this? Everybody's got their thing. Okay, your brother be finding castles. My job is just capture girls. Hey guys, we got to go to an extremely tired commercial break. When we come back, I might just let Patricio run the show. You listen to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Back to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host for this evening, Miguel Colon Jr., joined in virtual studio with Ken Miller, Patricio from the With the Side of Chaos podcast, and his 65 roommates. Two of them think Patricio's the one squatting. They don't even know. They're like, yo, this dude, man. Something about this dude think he better than us just because he got the master bedroom and a key.
I need to know how the hell you get the podcast at 10:30 in the morning at work. is what I need to
Yeah,
understand.
what happens on Friday at your job? No little kids fighting for their rights? Ain't no daddy getting his son on a Friday. That's your office song. Oh, Patricio,
on
thank God you're
Fridays,
here.
yeah, Fridays. No, on Fridays, it is kind of like our chill day. We don't schedule
It's
appointments
a
for
chill
errands.
day when you fight for
We
families' rights.
I have a
Kaufman and
kid
Lynn on
literally
Friday,
hitting the
they
door right
wilding
now.
out. If it Kaufman and Lynn right now, man, they're not resting on Friday. Lynn's doing some protein whey. Jeff Kaufman's putting his Batman outfit on, staring in the mirror. They're fighting for rights right now.
Hey,
At the law offices, if you should have been a better dad, they take Fridays off. You know?
yo, did you see Kaufman's video of him putting his Batman together?
Yeah, man. I
He's-
felt like
he's
hugging
such
him.
a
I was just
dweeb,
watching
bro.
that
I was gonna go over his
No,
house and hug him and be like, "Hey, man, at least you ain't
Look,
got a
if I-
school you can shoot up."
If I had money like that, I not gonna lie, I would totally be doing what Jeff's doing. Like this entire office would be covered with those
Y'all
things.
need
But
to meet girls and grow up.
Yeah, for real.
unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money, so I got to get these little guys for my
Is that
entire
even a
office.
real?
It's not even a Funko Pop. That's an
It
Efko
is.
Pop.
You made that? You made that yourself?
Oh no! So no,
Funko
these
Pops
are real
aren't
Funko
made
Pops.
of fabric.
These are Funko Pops, but a couple of them have.
Why do you keep
googly-
showing them to us, Patricio? Like we're
Yeah.
really gonna get excited for the
Yeah.
next batch.
No,
Wait, I've been building up.
but no.
Are you
speaking
guys
of money,
familiar with a little series called Ghostbusters? Here are the ones with the ladies in it.
Speaking of money, I need to make some money like ASAP fast. I need
You
to
just
make
got
some
a
money.
raise and cried. What do you mean? What do you mean?
No,
Good.
Nah, okay. So you remember last year how I was all hyped up about EDC and getting ready for that for all that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
He said, "Time out." Oh, so long. He said, "And this is the one with the ladies in it." Just me.
Oh, got these in that bargain in Walmart in that bin with Trimmers 4. Trimmers 4 is called this one. They got legs. Trimmers 4, they got legs. That's the name of it.
Bro. The bargain bin at Walmart got Tubi movies in it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, one time I got all the way to the bottom. I looked down. It was me looking back up in another dimension. I said, "Don't touch yourself. Don't touch it." Old man came out. "Don't do it."
All
We
right,
trapped him forever.
Patricia, what you need money for? My bad. I couldn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No. You're fine, man. You know how last year I was getting hyped up for EDC because
No, Patricio, we don't keep track of everything you do.
Well, the funny thing is for EDC, like the day it's over, the next day you're able to put a deposit down for next year. And of course, I did that. I want to pay that off. I want to be ready for November of this year for EDC. However, yesterday they just announced an EDC cruise.
Oh,
The
yeah.
week
EDC, right? Like C,
Yeah.
SEA. They're
of
clever.
SEA.
Ain't no
And
damn way.
How you supposed to get ketamine on a cruise, Patricio?
Ain't no,
There
no,
ways.
it ain't even
There
that.
to-
You
there
drunk
totally
and
ways.
high, you somebody going overboard.
Oh,
Ain't no
easily.
way.
Easily. Patricio gonna be like, "What's that? Is that Ghostbusters with the woman?" Jump in.
But no, like I saw this and I'm like, I've never been on a cruise, and I've always wanted to go on a cruise, and I think this is like the best one to like break the
No.
ice.
No, crew's supposed to be chill. You're supposed to be like, "Hey, what's up, ladies? How you doing?" Patricio, I'm on the top deck. Like, "Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. What's up, guys? My heart's gonna explode before we get to Turks and Caicos." You know,
Yeah.
planes just landing, thinking you guys need rescue. I just see these glow sticks. I don't know.
Bro, you know how bright that cruise is gonna be at night?
Oh my god, won't be able to see any stars.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
my
yeah.
Yeah.
I went on my first cruise 5 years ago, I think, for my wife's birthday. I had never been on a cruise either. And I had a good time. Like I
Yeah.
had an amazing time, man. But I won't if I do a cruise, it's 3 days. People
Yeah,
doing them
yeah.
7. It's people who live on cruise ships.
Yeah.
Like I saw a story about a family that like literally just every week they're on the cruise and that's where they live.
That's wild.
That's crazy to me. I had
You
3
ducking
days.
child support if you live on a cruise boat. You like, yeah, I got
Bro.
that money at leisure. Oh no, we pulling out? Are we pulling out?
Hey, Patricio trying to catch them to take the kid. And
Yeah.
they're just like, get you at the next port.
1, 2, Patricio's coming for you. It's Patricio, the child grabber. Patricio, I imagine
Seth?
if you guys are just listening for the first time, shame on you. But if you are listening to Real Less the first time, Patricio works at a law firm that helps families. Patricio, how would you best describe what your law firm does?
So we help families with child support, modification to time sharing, divorce, anything family law.
So
And
help
we
you
help you
out,
find
man. When a baby daddy like, listen, I'd rather pay you $1,500 than ever pay my child. Patricia goes, have a seat, daddy. We're gonna find a way. First of all, baby don't even look like you. Look at him. That's Patricio's first statement. That baby ain't yours. Look at it. Look at him. Look at that head. You ain't got a big old head like that. Your head is proportionate. We're gonna fight this. We're gonna win this one.
So no, we help establish, parental rights, because here's the crazy part. If you have a child here in Florida and you're not married, as a man, you have no rights as a father. You have zero rights to that child.
So that means you have zero responsibilities?
Correct.
Ooh.
However, the mother can put you on child support through the Department of Revenue, and still you don't have rights to see the child because the child is entitled to the support from the father.
If I'm paying for that kid, man, she bringing it by every weekend. I'm like, let me take a look at this kid that's getting all this child support money. Let me see what's up with him. He not reading yet? Why not? He got reading money. He got reading money. Why don't he got reading? Huh?
Hey, what Chris Rock say? If the baby can't read, that's mama's fault. But if the baby can't read because ain't no lights, that's daddy's fault.
Yeah.
But no, we did 2 rich.
Patricia's law firm has that Jeepers Creepers van. They just roll up.
You see, I don't even want to freaking talk about my child.
Yeah, just rolling. You see Patricia just sitting there. It's like a West Coast gangster movie. Patricia just sitting there. Let that baby go right there. All right, yo, let's do this. Ring, ding, dong. Keep your head. It's Patricio. He gonna snatch that. And Patricio snatches the baby away from the dad and sends it to an orphanage. Like, we got a plan. All right. Mama say y'all got shared custody. Well, guess what? So does the orphanage. But do they even have orphanages anymore? Like
they do. Well, they have group homes. They have group homes. They do have
raising little thug orphans.
What is it? What's foster homes, group homes, things like that. Orphanages is like, I don't even think those are out there anymore.
Yeah, you just roll up in a wagon. Yeah. Give me a child. I need him for my lithium mines. Yeah. There's like
they
house.
had to get rid of orphanages because man, let me tell you, I saw this story on Unsolved Mysteries about a lady that was selling kids for like 10 years. Like 10 years, like for 10 years, this white lady was like selling babies. Like, you would have your baby, she would either take the babies up for the adoption, or she would say the doctor would say the baby died. And they would take the baby and sell it, like 1,000 kids. And then finally, this dude was like trying to figure out where he was adopted.
Let me see my dead baby then. No, we smashed it
right away.
I took the forceps and I was drinking, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. You don't want this baby.
Yeah,
he gonna be slow,
bro. The crazy thing is, so they go back to the place where the lady ran the business, and it's like a ice cream shop now.
With them little kids working in there.
Yeah, dude, don't lie. A Patricia in the back is a shed that had. She kept some of the paperwork, and so like it's like tons and tons of paperwork. So these kids are going through the paperwork trying to find their parents, and like out of the 1,000, only like 47 of them found their real parents.
Yeah,
like they was there. They
came to Patricio's office. They're like, "Oh, thank God, Patricio. We need to locate our family." He was like, "Ooh, that's kind of a Monday thing." It's Friday. I ain't got pants on. I got to return 2 babies I accidentally snatched, and then I'm going home to chill with my roommates.
There are some shady people in this world. I don't know if you heard about the woman in Colorado who runs a funeral home, and for the past, I think, 8 or 9 years was selling body parts.
What?
Yeah.
She was selling body parts at her funeral home?
She was selling body parts out of a funeral home for like 4 or 5 years.
Big Mama did want an open casket. No, she didn't. She did. God damn, you messing. I already sold them legs. Like, I got some legs out there. God damn, yo, somebody give me some legs from downstairs because this bitch over here want an open casket for her grandma.
Yo. Hey man, so like, but before they cremate him, Like
Yeah,
how?
because
What?
like I'm finding the article right here. Two women were sentenced to 20 years after pleading guilty in a scheme where it was called horrific and morbid. And
I'm not even
yeah,
worried about women's prison. Like whenever I hear like a woman's gonna do 20 years, I'm like, oh, I hope she's like, even she's like, oh, I hope they're nice in there. Like men's prison, you like, oof. I hope I'm the
it's
ugliest
not the
dude
Cinemax.
in that
It's not the
joint.
Cinemax prison. It's not the
Yeah,
Cinemax prison. It's the bad
what was
prison.
it? Chained Heat. If you remember that particular film, women's prison was very spacious, and
Oh my God.
there was a
I
lot of
was
shower scenes.
I was preparing some papers yesterday, and I came across a
What are you
name
on?
that
You don't
it
work.
triggered something. It triggered something, and I want to see if it triggers you too, because this name
Kobe
has a
Ty.
really big meaning. No,
Okay.
Emmanuella.
Emmanuelle in the
Come
Orient was one of
on,
my favorite.
Emmanuel in
You know,
space,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Emmanuelle was those movies. First of all, man, shame on the cinematic elite who haven't given that movie an Oscar, because Forrest Gump just made me cry. Emmanuelle made me. I had to smoke a cigarette and drink a Gatorade afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
Emmanuel in space, bro.
yeah, Emmanuelle was great, bro. Like,
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
know what the plot was, but I
Who
was like,
cared about the
yeah,
plot?
send her to space again. I can get one more space in me. Like, give me like 30 minutes to let space recharge, and then I'm gonna get a real watery space out of this one.
But yeah,
This is gonna be that thin
series,
space.
that series of movies has ruined that name for me because anytime I meet someone by the name Emanuela, I'm like immediately
Yeah,
thinking like, yeah,
yeah.
Emanuela in space, Emanuela
That's like
this
if
and
I
that.
run into anyone named Lady Chatterley, I'm always like, oh, you got me. Or anyone named Barely Legal.
Stop.
Hustler's Barely Legal. That's my favorite magazine because it's like, hey, man, you're not a pedophile if you buy this. You're close. But you're not. It's cool, man. Your wife can't throw up because it's barely legal. You're still covered. You want to buy a copy of Hustlers? Technically, in Alabama, she can't charge you. You
You,
know,
you you know how many of these things it is, bro?
the
Oh,
Emmanuelle's.
Yeah.
oh, you
Yeah.
pulled it up?
So it's like it's in the beginning. There's 7 of them from 74 to 93. The
Ooh, those
Emmanuel
are the heavy
series. That's
Bush era.
France. Yeah, that's France, right?
Yeah.
And then from 93, they did 7 of them in the year of 93. Emmanuel Forever, Emmanuel's Love, Emmanuel's Magic, Emmanuel's Revenge, Perfume, Invented Secret. Then they went Space. First
Emmanuel in space
Contact.
was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yo,
that one.
Emmanuel First Contact, A World Desire. Like they made a lot of these movies, bro.
Yeah, there's one called Emmanuel just chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Emmanuel in the Hood.
yeah, I mean, Medea's Emanuela. Girl, child.
Dude, they got
Oh
a
man,
documentary about Emanuela. Like they
And
like
it's an
we
Emanuela the
explaining
documentary.
we explaining y'all why we did all this. Yo.
They're like, let's start the documentary. Is your wife gone? All
Hey,
right, pull
they
it
got
out. She gonna show 'em.
Emanuela. They got Emanuela the musical, bro.
What?
no, no.
I'm tired of all these penises. Well, there's no help for you in space. When I was a girl.
But
Oh,
let me ask
man.
you this: like going back to like all those Emanuela films, like do you remember any plot line or any story
Yeah,
behind
the
it?
plot was everybody be quiet. My mom and everyone are asleep. And if I hear a creak on the floor, I'm gonna change this channel and pretend like I'm watching DuckTales at 3:30 in the morning, exhausted. I was watching DuckTales. Woo! I'm tired. Hey, we gotta go to a commercial break. When we come back, I'm sure we'll talk about something else that's
DuckTales,
nothing
bro.
to do with the
Who
rest
said
of the show.
DuckTales, bro?
Woo! You listen to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.
Life is like a hurricane.
Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host this evening, Miguel Colon Jr., joined in the studio with Ken Miller and Patricio from With the Side of Chaos podcast. And we were just talking about the good old days of softcore porn on Cinemax when a boy could stay up late past his bedtime and be like, all right, I'm gonna catch a little bush action here, and a dude with a well sculpted ass, like, because all they could show on dudes was his ass, so they
Yeah.
would be like, "Hey, bring me, I want dimples on this ass." Like, I want to see my man's ass. Looks like if he lunges too far, he's gonna break a butt cheek. You know?
Dude, the other night I was flipping through and it was one called Erotic Emergency. And it was just like a hospital, just people just doing it. Just
Yeah.
I'm in there having a full heart attack and the nurses next door
just getting busy.
I'm in there. Beep.
Yeah. Oh, thank God, doctor. Thank God. I can't feel my legs and my arteries cut. This is no ordinary love. No, doctor. Not now. Stop seducing me with your well-crafted ass.
Yo, speaking of that, dude, I just had me thinking. Did you see the story about the police officer lady and the 8 dudes in her precinct that she was having sex with?
Yep.
No.
I saw that this morning.
Bro,
what?
she was like having sex with like 8 dudes, like consensual sex with like 8 other police officers, bro. They was running train. Like it's a crazy story, bro.
I don't want to find out.
You gotta look it up. It's a crazy story. And she was married. Like, and from what I heard, her husband knew. Like, they had an open marriage.
You can't be rocking 8 other police officers without her husband knowing. They're like, yo, officer down. I know he is. Ah! Hey, but real talk, Reggie. Hold on. We're going to be there. Hold on. Don't go to sex hospital, Reggie. They won't take care of you at erotic hospital.
Dude, I have been this dude. I even in the military, there's no way in hell I'm hitting somebody after my homeboy. I've just been that guy.
Not with that attitude.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, bro.
Like directly after or at least the 12-hour reset?
Either directly or
no.
If I know, but
not even a toiletry wipe.
Even if I know one of my partners hit, I ain't hit.
Oh man,
I'm just not. Man. I'm not. That ain't my. I ain't Eskimo bro. That dude. That ain't my thing.
Man, damn! I thought you was about this life, but all right.
What about like a 2-day period?
Hey man, I said never.
Patricio's like, what about when the DJ puts the next song in and you're like, oh my God, it's my turn.
Yo, did you just do Mambo 5, yo?
Yeah. A little bit of Monica. Welcome to Sex Hospital. Hop on.
Yo. Look, if you got an open marriage, I get it, but
why get married? And I don't mean that in a weird, but I just like, why even go through this ceremony if you're like, yeah, we're married, we love each other, we're gonna be together forever, but we also gonna be doing it on the side. Like, let's just skip the ceremony then.
Yeah.
Go to sex hospital.
Let's just date. Let's just date. Yeah, because that's weird to me. But
Patricio,
police officers.
Someone just want that title.
Because I know out of everybody here, Patricio got the shortest time limit to go in after the homies. Like, Patricio's definitely like, I'm saying 12 hours. Ken's saying never. Patricio's like same time switch. Like a little chubby black girl in Double Dutch. He's just waiting. Like, so Mama went to the grocery store. How many?
Well, I don't know if I could talk about this on the radio. I mean,
you can't, Patricio. There's nobody listening.
All right. I mean, I've done the devil's threesome.
Yeah.
You see, like I just lost Ken's respect. Just right there.
I still respect you. It's just gross.
Patricio, girl in the middle or you?
Oh, funny.
This is not like the brochure said. Welcome to Sex Hospital, son. We need to work on that femur any minute now. Oh, Doc, he's coding. Patricio's like, I can't finish unless I hear one of them children I didn't save cry.
Oh my God.
Put it on speaker. Mr. Patricio, you said my mama was going to have me. I lied. Oh, God, it's so good. I'm at Sex Hospital right now. Watching Emmanuelle.
Oh, my goodness, man.
I can't with you.
Patricio, like, when you, the dude, and the lady, I'm assuming, I don't want to, define you, but when you, her, and him decided that you were gonna do this wobbly H, and you.
I've never heard it like that, but I am so
wobbly H, bro.
I've heard of the Eiffel Tower. I've heard the Rose.
In high school, we used to call it the Steiner Brothers.
I need to understand that explanation.
It's just I don't know how it came about. It was just our tag team duo.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the Steiner
So it could
brothers.
have been. It could have been. It could have been the Road Warriors, the Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Express.
it could have been anyone. Yeah, it just
anyone.
became
Yeah,
the Steiner
yeah.
brothers. Yeah, and then another term for it was the deadly tripod, because you had to balance.
Never heard that one either.
Yeah. So when you and this young lady, as we're going with now, and this dude, you decided you were like, hey, I got an idea. We could watch some Emmanuelle in space, or we could do some architecture stuff. She's like, architecture stuff? She's like, yeah, let's build a platform. But how are we going to do that? First, I'll attach this brace. Where were you guys
Well, no,
when you did it, Patricio?
So we were at my friend's at my boy's house, and I was on a well, I don't want to say it was a date, but just like
You were on a date, and your homeboy was like, I got an idea. Let's see if she's
it
really
was
the one, Patricio.
no, it wasn't a date, just a good.
It wasn't a
friend
date, even though you started out with I was on a date. Your Honor.
No. It wasn't a date. It wasn't a date. We ended up back at my boy's house. We having a couple of drinks, and I don't know how it came up, but
Patricio, I got an idea. Like
no, it wasn't mine. It wasn't my homeboys. It was literally her. She's like, I have an idea. How would you guys like to insert your imagination here?
She was like, I have an idea.
Have you seen them people act like years later? Like you walking?
I'm still good. I'm still great friends with them.
Man.
Yeah.
I saw my boy like 3 days ago, and I saw her probably last week.
Hey, let me tell you something. I love you guys. I love all of y'all, but ain't no way I'm sitting there looking you eye to eye.
Oh, I'm bringing up stuff too. I'm like, hey, kid, who used to have that room over in Fort Myers? Because I need to book. Shh, hey, girl, watch out. I need to book.
Yeah. Oh.
And I know Patricio's just a chatty Cathy. I bet you and him were just having a whole conversation, and you're like, no way, bro. Jason Todd was the best Robin. You're like, no way. She's like, I haven't actually. Like, shh, girl, come on now. You'll get your turn. I'll be in the middle.
We played rock, paper, scissors.
You like rock, paper, scissors. All right, I lost, so I'm the one who has to call my dad first. Hey, Papa, you're gonna hear some stuff about me at sex hospital. I went in because my feet was feeling numb. I thought it was my diabetes. Turns out I needed to hook up with a dude. Yeah, I don't know that. It's new medicine.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, isn't this the one James is gonna be like? So how was the episode while I was gone?
We're like, man, we were talking about hospital visits.
Yeah, and French cinema.
Friendships.
French cinema.
We're talking about friendships.
Yeah, French cinema. A little hospital. You know what I mean? Some police officer. You know what I mean? Some Blue Lives Matter. You know what I mean? on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
That's right. Because this is what he wanted. Hey,
yeah,
man,
truthfully.
Hey, we had a black dude, a Spanish dude, and a Chinese dude doing the radio show. This is what he wanted.
Yeah, I remember I used to MC that not the Thunder Down Under. I forget which one it was, but it was like the dudes who stripped. And I got an MC. Marcus Crespo got me that gig, and I did like a bunch of them with him. And there was this black dude. He was sitting on this woman's lap. They wrapped chains around him, and they played that song, "Try to break the chains, but the chains only break me." And he was grinding on her. And while I would announce, I would just throw obscure stuff out there. And I was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is both Dr. King's dream and nightmare." You know. They used to be like, "Hey man, you're saying a lot of weird stuff." I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm just spending all night watching dudes grind up on watching gay dudes. Half the dudes were gay too, and they were like, I hate this." And I was like, I can only imagine if I had to grind up on dudes all night long and not be into dudes, because half these dudes were gay. They were into like girls, or they weren't into girls, and they have to grind up on these ladies. And I'm like, that's got to be torture. Yeah. I just see them looking at each other, staring at each other, and he's like, "Don't worry, Nico. We're going to go to Waffle House after this and forget about all this."
Doing the Queen Latifah. I know Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah kiss a dude every movie. You know
every movie. And the worst part was we were all like, really? You don't have to keep doing this. Yeah. Like, It's okay if you want to. I mean, I saw set it off. You seemed in the right place.
Oh my.
It wasn't, like you seemed like that role was working in a lot of ways. And now you out here, trying to sell me on the fact that you like dudes. Come on, Rosie O'Donnell. We're not falling for this one. That's hard. That must have been like, and I mean, there's still, I'm gonna make a joke that's gonna trivialize some stuff. I was gonna say like, it was a lot harder to be gay back in the day, and I know, man, I'm talking on my ass. I know that gay people, LGBTQ people
No
deal with stuff, yeah. But Patricio, we just lost Jeff Jones. He's like out. But back in the day, man, there was so many dudes that you would run into, and he would be like, "This is my wife," and you like. Dog, you ain't got to have a roommate. I mean, this is the 30th Thanksgiving. I know y'all ain't roommates. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Because Papa's still alive? You don't want him to know?
Yeah, dude. Speaking of that, it was a girl. I saw a story on IG. A girl, and she married a black dude. He was a chaplain in the military, and her father killed himself like 4 days later because she married a black dude.
He's a college-educated military man.
Hey, one less racist in the world. I see it like that. One less racist person in the world.
No one's gonna have my daughter in a good place and love her. Not with that big old D. I know you work at sex hospital. I came in there with an itch in my elbow.
At the hospital,
yeah. He's like, baby, come on, let's pray. Heavenly Father. Patricio had to go to sex hospital. He's like, hey, me and my roommate were playing with a friend of mine, and our pee-pees fell in her. Like, all right, Patricio, calm down. Let me get you a lollipop here at sex hospital. We care about our patients. Ken Miller's in room 6. Why is he in sex hospital? There wasn't any room at the VA, and he won't stop eating smoked foods. He's the only real case we got at sex hospital. It's goddamn tragic. He came in here with his blood pressure at 200. He was literally eating an oxtail. He's hey, we're gonna do this one of two ways. You bury me here, you bury me there. But these smoke oxtails ain't going nowhere.
Speaking of which, Ken, you've been taking shots at me on social media lately.
What are you talking about?
The gym photo.
Yeah, this dude take a photo at the gym and been the same size since I know him. Sit your fat ass down somewhere.
Patricio, why'd you Photoshop you in the gym?
I told him he CGI'd it. I said, that's CGI, bro.
Misa Patricio loved the gym.
Okay, why the Jar Jar? Why the Jar Jar for that one, man?
Misa work out with 2 dudes, wobbly H.
But I'm proud of you, kid. I make fun of you, but I'm proud of you, man. I really am.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Patricio, man, we got about a minute left. What's going on with the Side of Chaos? What should people know about this year?
So this year, we are doing monthly shows over at Graffiti Junction Thornton Park at the 3rd Wednesday of every month. So the 18th, we're doing a live show at Graffiti Junction Thornton Park, and then I'm hosting 2000s trivia. So everything pop culture from 2000s beginning at 7:30, Graffiti Junction, Thornton Park.
That's what's up. Ken, you got any shows coming up this week?
Yeah, man. Actually, I do. Shout out to a comedian named David Nehill, taking me on the road with him. On Wednesday, the 18th, I'm at Jacksonville at the Comedy Zone. Thursday, I'm at the Orlando Improv with David. And then Friday, I'm in Fort Lauderdale at a theater in Fort Lauderdale. So I got a busy week, man. So shout out to this dude. He saw me in Pittsburgh, open for Preacher. Hit me up on social media, asked me that I want to do a Florida run with him. So appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. Well, guys, on behalf of myself, Patricio, Ken Miller, Patricio's 55 roommates, the entire cast of Emmanuelle Goes to Waffle House, and the girl who Patricio was on a date with, and was like, "Hey, I got a kooky idea." and the best part is, Patricio, you have so many roommates. You probably left to go get some water. You came back. Somebody else was like, "Hey, Patricio, this is cool, man. You should do this more. This is better than that time we were all playing Battleship." I'll tell you that. All right, guys. Well, remember, please tune in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Listen to With the Side of Chaos podcast. Check out me and Ken on the road during all of our shows. And if you see the Jeepers Creepers car snatching up a kid, just know Patricio got a lower rate on that person's child support because he's out here winning for families. He's winning for families. He's like, I can get you down to like a nickel. I get you down. You give that kid a cup of water and a bag of Cheetos, and you're dad of the year. We're saving families at this firm. All right, guys. We'll talk to you. We'll see you later. Bye.